So, he's that little dog. Where is she? She's loving it. You'll never find her. I'm surprised she's not freezing. Anyways, isn't that gorgeous? So, back to the subject at hand. Here's how I stayed warm last night. So in here is my typical cold weather setup, is my Marmot 15-degree Pinnacle. I've had this baby for a long time. You've seen it a million times. And she's a very warm bag. However, when it really gets cold, then I've got this other sleeping bag, very lightweight kind of summer thing, and put that inside of it. So this thing is a fairly cheap Chinese 30-degree rating, which I would give it a 50-degree rating, really. But you put that inside this, and it was really toasty. Well, plus I never took anything off. I left my coat on, my hood on, everything. Okay, so, but that is the way to go. You know, it's about 2 pounds. And I got thinking, you know, I'm bringing all this extra stuff. Warm pants, warm this, warm that, to wear inside of the one sleeping bag. Well, this thing here weighs about 2 pounds. So you could really add up a couple of things and have the same weight and the same bulk. So, and then this works so much better than just a pair of socks. You know, it's probably going to be part of my winter kit. I decided to elaborate a little bit on my sleeping bag setup that I was talking about earlier today when I was in the tent. It was kind of a mess in there with all the winter clothing and stuff, so I thought I'd just come out here and go into a little bit more detail. This is an old bag, my Pinnacle Gossamer Long. So I don't really need a long, but I got one because of the cold weather, and it's good because it's longer in the bottom. Obviously, you can stick water bottles and things down there, so that works out well for that. 15-degree bag. They have other ones. This, as I said, is old, is outdated, but very good bag. And I would have used it by itself last night, except that I decided to try. I was actually going to shoot a video, and since it was getting cold, I thought I might as well put my money where my mouth is and actually do the technique that I was going to show everybody I was going to do. And I have to be honest with you, I have never had a more comfortable, warmer, more just toasty, comfy night than last night. And I mean that most sincerely. I usually toss and turn. I still do that, but as far as just warmth goes, oh my goodness gracious, you know, between this insulated 7-rated pad, which is fabulous, and then this other technique, boy, it was really quite warm. So I'll show you what happens. This is this top bag here. I got this as a summer bag. You know, it's one of these Aegis Max ones. They call it a 0-degree rating, but that means 30. So it's a really interesting bag. It would be good if they actually filled it with down. Like this chamber right here has got like nothing in it. Like you look right through it, there's nothing there. You know, things like that. It could have been a good bag, but it just needs another half ounce of down. You know, really, frankly. Anyway, so it has failed me on too many summer trips up here. So now this is like a travel one if I have to surf on somebody's couch for whatever reason. That's the best case scenario I could think of for this bag, or just summer. And then below it is my trusty Marmot Pinnacle. So what I did is I put one inside the other. Now this Marmot is a wide bag. I bought it because I got a steel on it, so that's why I bought it. And it has served me well, but it is roomy in there. So if you have a tight bag, you know, this may not work for you. So I would definitely, like everything else, try it at home before you take it out on some mountaintop somewhere. And those of you who are claustrophobic in bags, this may not work for you at all, in which case, I found a fleece blanket, and I double it and then just lay it over on top of me. That works very well as well. But this should be warm enough for close to 0, I would think. But anyway, let me tuck it inside and give me a second, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So this is what it looks like doubled up. You could see it a little bit in the tent earlier. The light was better too, but basically, I'll pull back. Let me go to a wide angle. Yeah, much better. Okay, so this is basically what it looks like. Simple, one bag inside the other. And the reason, I also have a quilt, my 25 degrees and bivy quilt. I just got that earlier this year, and I was considering using that instead of the Aegis Max. Then I thought, well, maybe having this zippers on the same side, they're coordinated with each other. The Marmot zipper goes down a lot farther. This one stops like just a little short of where you'd like it to stop. But so that's, I figured since they're together, then, zipping it up at night, fumbling around in the dark would be a little bit easier. So I don't know. The Zen Bivy bag is better. It's better filled. So when it gets colder, I may use that instead. And who knows? It may work better than the zipper thing. I don't know. This wasn't anything really wonderful. At the bottom line, I just wanted that inside drape, another layer. That's all. So, anyways, you live and learn. And the Marmot's got a great hood. One of the best things about this bag is there's a hood. It's amazing. It's stuffed with down, multi-chambers, wraps around your head amazingly well. It's super warm hood. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This has no hood. It's long enough though that you can kind of duck down in the summer and then pull it tight. And this collar here forms sort of a hood. So that's okay. But the rest of the bag isn't worth it. Anyways, there we go. And then also, this is an old technique. Just in case you're wondering, I did not think this up. In fact, there was a Norwegian or Finnish couple that I saw on YouTube a while ago. And they are like guides of the Arctic Circle. And they use this technique. Different sleeping bags, but same technique. So it's been around forever, If you got them, put them together and see what you get, basically. All right, well, that's it. Thanks.